Hello there, Celtic supporters. Today, we're diving deep into everything going on at the club, from the ongoing search for a new manager to the latest updates on players and squad dynamics. Celtic fans know all too well how unpredictable these periods can be, and right now it's a mixture of cautious optimism and understandable concern across the board. The manager situation has been the talking point for weeks, and it seems the club are quietly moving forward, trying to make the right call. There's been chatter about meetings taking place in London, discussions with a handful of candidates, and while the initial shortlist reportedly contained a larger number, it looks like the options have been refined, as some names may have dropped out for one reason or another. Wilfred Nonsto, Kieran McKenna, and Cudson are names that have come up repeatedly in the speculation, though there's still plenty of uncertainty about who is genuinely in the frame and who's more of a rumoured option. What is clear is that Celtic are actively exploring their options and looking to make a decision sooner rather than later. With just over a week until the St Mirren fixture, there's some hope that a new managerial appointment could be finalised in time to have an impact on preparations. At the same time, the internal discussions are ongoing, with key figures like Martin O'Neill and Sean Maloney about their futures, which could influence the transitional phase as the club moves towards a permanent appointment. This waiting game is always difficult for fans because it leaves so much room for speculation and debate, but patience will be necessary. History tells us that big announcements often come suddenly, and when they do, it can provide clarity and excitement, even if it means significant changes are on the horizon. Until then, it's a matter of monitoring developments closely and hoping the right decisions are made for the club's long-term success. Turning attention to players, Daizen Maeda's situation continues to generate discussion. Sources close to him indicate there is substantial interest from other clubs as the new year approaches, which could lead to a departure during the upcoming January window. There were several clubs reportedly interested in the summer, and now it seems that Celtic's recruitment team are already exploring attacking options and potential replacements to cover any gaps left by his exit. It's a delicate balancing act because the squad is already dealing with injuries and other absences, and losing a key forward early in the transfer window could create a challenging scenario for the manager, whoever that may be. If Maeda were to leave, the potential front line could be reduced to a core of James Forrest, Johnny Kenny, and Hun Jun Yang for some crucial fixtures, highlighting the importance of strategic recruitment and careful squad management. Thankfully, Celtic's scouting and recruitment department is well regarded, and they are likely prepared to act quickly to ensure the team remains competitive, even if significant changes occur. Injury news remains a constant concern. Sebastian Tenkti, who has been a mainstay in the side since arriving at the club, has reportedly withdrawn from his national squad's friendly matches due to a suspected thigh issue. This precautionary measure is understandable, given the busy schedule and the need to maintain fitness for the domestic campaign. Tenkti has been remarkably consistent in starting matches, and protecting him from aggravating any underlying knocks is a sensible approach. Fans will be hoping that the 10-day rest period granted will allow him to recover fully and be available for key games, including the upcoming St Mirren clash. In addition to Tenkti, other injury updates include winger Ja, who recently shared a post introducing his new dog, Mr. Cowboy. While this is light-hearted off-field news, it underscores the long recovery journey he's on following a serious injury. There's a realistic expectation that Ja will return gradually rather than immediately reclaiming top form. His rehabilitation will be closely monitored, and the club will aim to integrate him carefully into the squad to avoid setbacks and ensure a strong comeback next season. Contract matters also continue to attract attention. Goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel, out of contract at the end of the season, has made it clear that discussions about his future are scheduled for later in the year, around February or March. While speculation abounds about whether this season might mark his final campaign at Celtic, Schmeichel has consistently emphasized that his focus remains on the present and on supporting the team during this transitional period. At 39, his experience and leadership are invaluable, and even if the long-term plan involves him eventually stepping aside, his current contribution is significant for the squad's stability. The situation is reminiscent of other experienced players who have carefully phased their departures to ensure the club maintains continuity and strength while also giving emerging talents a chance to step up. Schmeichel's approach demonstrates professionalism and a clear understanding of his role within the team, which is reassuring for Celtic fans as they navigate a season of change and challenges. Away match allocations are another talking point. The club has recently confirmed a reduced ticket allocation for the upcoming trip to Easter Road. While historically there have been instances where allocations have been limited and then increased again, the current practice appears to be more consistent across teams, with Hibernian providing only half of the away stand. This is a frustrating development for travelling supporters who have traditionally made the journey in large numbers to back the team. The reduction may have originated from past precedents set by other Scottish clubs, and unless there's a significant shift in finances or policy, it's unlikely to change anytime soon. Nevertheless, thousands of Celtic fans will still attend, bringing energy and passion to support the players, and this collective backing remains a vital element for the team, particularly during challenging away fixtures. Looking at the bigger picture, it's clear Celtic are at a crossroads. The managerial appointment, potential player departures, ongoing injury concerns, and squad depth issues all intersect to create a complex scenario. Whoever takes the reins next will inherit a team that has shown domestic resilience but is currently navigating a number of uncertainties. The club's recruitment and support structure are strong, which provides some reassurance, but there will be no simple solutions in the coming months. The key will be balancing the immediate needs of the squad with the longer-term vision for the team, ensuring that both domestic results and broader strategic objectives are maintained. As always, fans will be analysing every decision, every signing, and every selection, because the passion for Celtic runs deep and expectations remain high. Finally, speculation around potential managerial candidates continues to stir conversation. Wilfred Nonsto, in particular, has been mentioned as a possible option, drawing comparisons to previous successful appointments where Celtic looked outside the domestic scene. His record suggests a capacity for implementing attractive, effective football, though questions remain about managing a squad of this size and navigating the current challenges. Kieran McKenna is also under consideration, and while other names surface from time to time, the club appears focused on finding someone capable of steadying the ship while maintaining competitive standards across all competitions. The decision will likely be influenced by both tactical philosophy and the ability to handle the realities of a squad stretched by injuries and departures. For Celtic fans, the next few weeks promise to be intriguing as clarity around the manager, player availability, and squad reinforcement begins to emerge. Continuing with the latest from Celtic, it's worth looking deeper at the player situations and what the coming months might hold for the squad. The injury list remains a key talking point, particularly in the attacking areas. Losing players at crucial times has a knock-on effect, especially when the squad is already stretched thin. Dyson Maida's potential departure would leave a significant gap up front. And while the club's recruitment team are reportedly preparing alternatives, integrating new signings mid-season is never straightforward. The timing of any January move will be critical, not just for Maida, but for the team's overall balance and attacking options. As Celtic fans will remember how quickly a squad can be impacted when key forwards are absent, and there's a careful calculation to be made to ensure that momentum isn't lost. James Forrest, Johnny Kenny, and Hun Junyang are likely to form the core of the front line if Maida does leave. But even with their talents, there will be concerns about depth and consistency. Injuries to other attacking players could force unexpected tactical adjustments, and the new manager, whoever that may be, will need to be adaptable. It's a demanding situation, especially given the number of fixtures Mulnd Celtic face and the need to compete domestically while maintaining a presence in any European competition. Fans will be hoping that the combination of careful squad management, timely recruitment, and effective rotation will keep the team performing at the levels expected despite the challenges. The ongoing international break has also created an added layer of complexity. Sebastian Tenkti, who has been crucial to the team's success, has withdrawn from his national squad's friendly matches due to a minor thigh issue. The club appear to be managing this with caution, which is sensible given the length of the season and the importance of keeping him fit for key games. Tenkti's presence in the starting 11 has been virtually guaranteed since he joined, and any enforced absence could disrupt attacking rhythm and cohesion. Fans will be closely watching his recovery, hoping that the precautionary rest will allow him to return fully fit for the fixture against St. Marin. Alongside him, the fitness and eventual return of Jar remains a storyline to follow. His recovery from a serious injury has been gradual, and the club are rightly avoiding rushing him back into the fold. Patience will be key, and supporters will need to manage expectations for his first appearances, focusing on long-term development rather than immediate impact. The goalkeeper situation continues to provide food for thought. Kasper Schmeichel has made it clear that discussions about his future at the club are scheduled for February or March. And while speculation continues, his focus remains firmly on the present season. At 39, his experience is invaluable, and his leadership provides stability in a squad undergoing significant transitions. Fans might wonder whether this season will mark his final campaign at Celtic, but Schmeichel has consistently emphasized his commitment to playing while he feels capable, enjoying each minute and contributing to the team's performance. The parallels with other experienced goalkeepers in recent seasons are clear, highlighting the delicate balance between utilizing veteran leadership and preparing for succession with younger players. Schmeichel's attitude and professionalism will be a steadying influence, particularly as a new manager settles into the role. Away game allocations have also sparked conversation among supporters. For the next trip to Easter Road, Celtic's allocation has been reduced, reflecting a broader trend in Scottish football where away stands are often limited. While this may frustrate travelling fans, thousands will still make the journey, ensuring vocal support and atmosphere. Historically, allocations have fluctuated, but the current approach seems more consistent across most clubs. It's a challenge for supporters who enjoy following the team across the country, yet the passion and commitment of the traveling fan base remain undiminished. Even in reduced numbers, the energy they bring can make a tangible difference on the pitch, particularly in tightly contested matches where momentum and crowd influence are crucial. And looking ahead, the squad faces a period of adjustment as the winter window approaches. Replacements for departing players need to be integrated, and those returning from injury must be carefully managed to avoid setbacks. The combination of tactical planning, fitness management, and player recruitment will determine how smoothly Celtic navigate this period. The new manager will inherit a squad that is talented but stretched, and their ability to maximize resources will be vital. Fans will be watching closely, analyzing formations, substitutions, and player performances, as every decision carries weight in a season where margins for error are slim. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Whispers are circling around Parkhead, and the chatter is hard to ignore, as Celtic, never shy when it comes to splashing the cash, appear to have pulled off yet another headline-grabbing move, reportedly securing the services of VELJKO MILOSAVLJEVIC, the towering Serbian defender who's been making waves on the continent. Fans are already buzzing, and the speculation is running wild. Could this be the start of a new defensive era at Celtic? Sources close to the club suggest the deal wasn't cheap. Far from it. Rumors claim that the boys parted with a staggering sum to make sure Milosavljevic's signature was on their books. If true, it's a statement of intent. Celtic have been known for their ambitions in the transfer market, but this kind of investment hints at a long-term plan to fortify a backline that's been under scrutiny in recent seasons. Some are calling him the Serbian wall already, a nod to his reputation for being near impossible to beat in one-on-one situations, and a defender who reads the game with uncanny precision. The Serbian youngster has been watched closely across Europe, with scouts noting not just his physical presence, but also a calmness under pressure that belies his age. He's the kind of player who could make a mark immediately, or at the very least, grow into a talismanic figure in the heart of Celtic's defense for years to come. And while nobody is confirming the exact figures, it's whispered that the club broke their transfer record for a defender, signaling that they are dead serious about cementing their defensive line. Already, fans are debating what his arrival might mean for the current squad. Will he slot straight in alongside the usual starters, or is this a strategic signing aimed at long-term stability? Either way, the excitement is palpable. Social media is alight with speculation, with supporters weighing up the impact this Serbian giant could have on domestic rivals and European campaigns alike. The name Milosavljevic is suddenly on every tongue, and every Parkhead insider seems to have an opinion on where he fits in. As always, the fine details remain behind closed doors, but if the murmurs are true, Celtic have once again shown they are willing to make bold moves to stay ahead. The arrival of VELJKO Milosavljevic could be the start of something big, a new chapter in the club's defensive story, a figure who commands attention not just with tackles and interceptions, but with the sheer presence of someone who feels destined for greatness. For now, all eyes are on Parkhead, waiting to see if this Serbian colossus will live up to the hype. Hello, fan, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.